What's up, YouTube? And chat is all good. Good morning, good morning. Cool. So as I just wrote in the game plan, we were in a pretty serious downtrend for the past few days. We still are if you look at the 1 hour. This could just be a lower high, but I would like to see some form of a reversal here. I'd like to see us come up and target this liquidity. So that's what I'm eyeing today. And I would be interested in seeing if we come down and we retest this New York Open and continue moving up. It's going to be a very simple setup. I like playing these simple setups. As you all know, my main purpose with my strategy is to make things as simple as possible, because so often I come on and I see people and their strategy is so complex and it makes no sense. So trading is already complicated enough, right? You have to worry about different asset classes. You have to worry about your emotion. So I'm like, you know what? Let's just make it as simple as possible. So this is the news candle right here, 8:30. So we had a pretty serious move. We also have news again at 10 a.m. Just be mindful of this stuff, everybody. Be mindful of this stuff. Be very aware. Use forexfactory.com. All right, so always use resources that allow you to see what the news is, when the news is coming out, all that good stuff. This blue line, that's a gap. If you're new, that is a gap I marked out. And this is another area of liquidity right here. And you can see that gets respected in the 5 minute as well. Break through it, come down, retest it. So let's see what price does when we come down to this level, or if we come down to this level. But ideally, I think we are going to come down to this level eventually. Which time frame is best for making trends? I would say the 15 minute. The 15 minute or the 1 hour. If you're really looking on a long period of time, like if you're really taking a swing trade or something like that, then I would be looking more in the 4 hour, the 1 day kind of thing. But if you're just day trading or if you're just scalping, I would definitely say 15 minute or 1 hour. So let's see right now if price is going to come down to this area of liquidity. Sometimes trading is just about waiting, right? Just about seeing if our setup plays out, which would look something like this. That would be the ideal move right now. Now, is that 100% going to happen? No. But if it does happen, are we prepared? Absolutely. And this play is nice for two reasons. One, you are using uptrend as confluence. So you're saying, okay, I'm expecting this uptrend to continue. I'm expecting this to be a pullback. Two, you're retesting New York Open, right? Which is always a great play in my book. Even if the trade loses, there's usually so many nice moments on the chart where price just comes up, retests New York Open, or even comes down, comes up, retests New York Open, continues moving in its direction. So watch closely right now. Blue box with the black border is a New York Open gap, as I just said. So basically, I'm just marking out the gap that is from the close of Wednesday session and the open, right, of the next session on Wednesday. So basically, there's like this 1 hour period of time between 4:55 and 6 p.m. where the futures markets are closed. So I'm using that to mark out the gap. Cool. So ideally we get a nice reaction, a nice bounce right here. If we have any candle closes below this zone, like actually below it, no longer in play at all. It's just a quick bounce setup. That's my favorite way to trade is confluences, confluences, confluences. The best trades are when like three different things happen. Like you get a rejection, you get a break and retest, or not a rejection. I mean, you get a rejection, you get a break and retest of a certain liquidity, which is also a high, which is also you know what I mean, like, and you get something with a trend. The best trades come with confluence. It's when you can find multiple reasons to support yourself entering the trade. So, for example, a great confluence would be look at something from yesterday. Or even let's stay right here, but to make up a scenario just so we can stay on task and look at this. So, a great confluence would be finding something that is a low. So, imagine this was a session open. It's not, but just bear with me for a second. So, if this was session open and you'd look for a break, retest off a low and a session open, and you'd be playing a trend reversal here, but just let's just say for the fun of it, you were playing a continuation of an uptrend. That would be nice because you want multiple reasons to support entering the trade. The more reasons, the better, right? So I love trading with confluences. Confluence literally just means certain multiple conditions that are met. So if you have just one reason why you're entering the trade, it's not really a confluence. But if you have multiple reasons, you're like, okay, there's a nice set of confluences here that are going to allow me to take this trade with more confidence because I actually see through and I have confidence that multiple things are playing out rather than just one. Somebody said any reason why you didn't mark the Asian high. I mean, we've already broken through the Asian high mostly, so I did have the Asian high marked out, but it's still important, but this gap is equally important. And I didn't really see any reactions to it. We just broke right through it. So when I see a zone, I don't really see any reactions to it. I'm often just disregarding it. So much of trading is just waiting for your setup. And that's where most people mess up because the setup never comes, but they still take the trade. So they take a trade without a setup. Just for anybody that's wondering, I am trading ES futures, right? So I'm not trading stocks, I'm not trading options. I am trading futures contracts on ES. So just make sure you understand that. Make sure that is clear to you because you might be trading something entirely different. You might be trading options, you might be trading Bitcoin. So just understand that I am trading ES futures. Somebody's asking about the gap. You have to make sure that your session is on electronic trading hours. You're probably on regular trading hours. See if this plays out. Forex Factory. Forex Factory is a news website. Forex Factory gives you an idea of the news that's happening today at the corresponding time. If VIX is going up, is S&P going down? Yes. Yes, exactly. Inverse. Electronic trading hours will be the pre-market, the aftermarket. Normal trading hours will just be 9:30 to 4 p.m. I like electronic trading hours because I'm trading from 8:30 to 10:30. Let's look at Target. Targeting this gap. Target is targeting the gap. That's the thesis behind that, but there's a huge, huge gap targeting the top of this gap. Huge gap. Your analysis and your preparation is the most important part of your trading game. I'm telling you. Because if you don't analyze right, and if you don't have everything set up right, you're not going to be able to execute. So once you get your analysis down, once you get your preparation down, once you go into the day with confidence, with a clear understanding of exactly what setups you want to take, you will execute better. But a lot of you will not execute because you have no rules and you have 10 different strategies. So it's very hard to execute when you have zero confidence in what you're actually doing. So don't be afraid to start out with a demo account. Do not be afraid to start out with an account that has much less capital because it's much better to risk money you can afford to lose and even risk money that's like simulation, right? Because you'll be trained on what's a good setup and what's not a good setup. You'll be trained on what kind of mistakes you make, and treat it seriously though. Don't just go in and over risk. Just go in and act as if it was a live account and continue building good habits. Start building good practices. Out for 450 quick scalp. I love it, brother. It's beautiful. But yeah, there's no, and also don't be afraid to backtest. Like definitely backtest. Build a strategy. So what areas on the chart do you think are important? What scenarios do you like to see play out around these areas? What scenarios, in which case, when you see them playing out, will you enter? Right? So understand that like you need to treat this very, very mathematical and systematic. You need to have a system. You can't just be all random with this because the market's random. We cannot control the market. The only thing we can control are the buttons we press. So all this is about finding when you are most likely to press the right buttons and when you're going to press the wrong buttons, right? So understand that you should have a plan. So my plan looks something like I trade from 8:30 to 10:30. have a loss limit, have a clear idea of if you're going to be able to commit all of your time to trading. That's a big one because some days, and I know somebody's watching this that has done this, some days you're really busy. So if today's the day or if tomorrow's the day that you can't commit 100% of your focus to trading, you should not be in positions because you're not going to be able to enter the position. You're not going to be able to exit the position on time because you're not able to commit 100% of your time to trading. So say to yourself, is this a day that I can commit 100% of my time to trading and make some fucking money on the charts? Or is this a day that I'm just going to watch the charts because I'm busy, I have obligations? Don't mix them both. Don't try to trade and then try to do your job at the other, like, you know what I mean? Just wait until your job's over and then swing trade or do something, you know? How are you doing today? I'm doing well, thank you. Is that zone New York Open? This is New York Open. This is an opening gap, but yes, this is New York Open. I'm doing well. How are you? Good, man. Good. Good, good, good. The best traders I know take the fewest trades, and it's because they just search for such high quality setups, and they might take 20 trades a year, 10 trades a year, 30 trades a year, some more, some less. But every single trade they take, it's a very, very high quality setup. So they know that if they hit a couple of those big trades, they're going to make a ton of money. Make sure the full open is marked out. So that would have been nice. I mean, we were about $1 away, a little under $1 away from just retesting that zone perfectly, but we didn't quite do it. So like, yes, you could have still got in and been like, oh, I'm just going to get in. We're about to retest it. And it would have played out that time, but sometimes that won't play out. Sometimes it won't quite test it, and then it'll end up just going the opposite way. But you could have gotten a little bit early there. Up $200 right now. Let's go. Do you check the charts the night before? Yes. Yes, I do. We are about to have some morning volume come in, or we should have some fucking morning volume come in. The academy, we'll keep you updated on every single thing we do. I mean, we're very great at communicating everything we do, but where we're at right now with the academy is it's completely done. It's good to go. So we're just waiting on a date to send out applications for people that aren't already in and to send the information to people who are already in. And we're going on that. But yeah, Academy is completely done. It's completely ready to go. We're waiting on a day to launch it. And you will get an email. If you're already a lifetime member, you will receive an email with instructions on how to access it. You're already included. If you are not yet in the academy and you want to apply to join the academy, you will receive an application, and it won't take long. It'll just be like under 5 minutes. But we are only going to have a limited amount of people in the academy. Why are we having a limited amount of people? Because I want to actually be able to provide everyone with a good amount of support. And if I have a ton of people, it's hard to do that. So I want to limit it, keep it small. No, no, no. If you ever have somebody DMing you, it's not me. Like, come on. I will never DM you about copy trading. My Discord account literally says, I will never DM you about copy trading. So I will never DM you about copy trading ever. That's never me. Please be smart. Please understand that there's all these fake accounts and it sucks, but there's nothing I can do about it. What about lifetime? Yeah, I just said that the lifetime members already have access and they will be receiving information on how to claim access. Trim some cons, up $120. Awesome, I love it. How do you apply? So in a few days here, we're going to send out application forms so you can apply. It won't take long, but we just have to ask you some questions. And some people will get accepted, some people will get denied. All right, so we should get some volume. It will come in exactly like 1 minute and 20 seconds. I mean, the secret with uptrends is just pullbacks, right? Like, look at all these pullbacks. So we're in an uptrend, we have a pullback. If we caught that, that would have been a little harder to catch, but this is a clear one. You could just trade this pullback, target something over here, just pullbacks, and then with downtrends, it's bounces. All right, so like, you identify this bounce, you get in, bam. So let's see what price wants to do right now. Is premium still going to offer everything it offers now? Yes. Yeah, nothing's changing at all with premium. The academy is a separate thing. All right, let's see if we get some volume. Bam, 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 bam. See if we come down, test this, move back up. That's ideal. I'm telling you all, there's no secret to being accurate. There's no secret to being precise. There's no secret to making money with anything. But this is what I'm talking about right now, trading. The only secret is that you have to show up every single day and execute flawlessly. You have to look at the charts every single day. You don't need to trade every single day, but you need to be getting better in some way, shape, or form every single day. So every single day you need to be improving in some aspect, whether that's mentally, whether that's on the charts, whether that's strategically, but you need to be getting better every single day. If you're not getting better every single day, you are behind. You are significantly behind because there are people out there that are getting better every single day. So if you're not one of those people, somebody's getting better than you. And it's a matter of time before they catch up with you and eventually get a lot farther than you. 15-minute for the New York Open. I'm just monitoring these candles right now in the 5-minute, but I use the 15-minute to mark out the New York Open. So I'm going to check target because I'm curious. Nice gap up on target, eh? Oh yeah, you should definitely be up if you're in target. If you entered at the right time. So this happens sometimes, y'all. It's like the setup was like $2 away from playing out. So yes, you could have still entered. You would have entered a little bit early, but you could have definitely done that. You could have said, okay, I'm going to enter. RP wants to enter here, but I like this as an entry. You could have done that. No issue at all with that. But that shows you that like sometimes the move will play out, but it won't quite hit your level. It won't quite hit your level. So you have to ask yourself, okay, am I gonna enter anyways? Am I gonna enter early, or am I just not gonna enter? Right. So those are the decisions, one of many decisions we have to make as traders. Up 108% on target. Great shit. Great stuff, man. That's beautiful. Hell yeah. That's what's called a good entry. That's what's called a good entry. So that and it's annoying, right? Because like sometimes you're like, oh, it didn't hit my level. But me, I'm just like, the move played out how I wanted it to play out. It just didn't quite hit my level. Right? So I'm like, win in my book. Because sometimes it'll hit my level, sometimes it won't. Why is the big volume down? 9:30. So the market just opened. So New York stock market, New York Stock Exchange, I should say, just opened 9:30. A lot of volume coming in. Usually a ton of volume around 9:30. Out for $120. That's awesome. Yeah, tread carefully. We have news today, y'all. We have news at 10:30. I don't know if it's going to be a huge reaction. If price is going to have a huge reaction, but we do have news, so that's very careful to know. Become obsessed with the setup. Stop worrying about the money. Worry about finding A plus setups. I told myself when I was in a period of where I was like almost profitable, but I was not quite there. I said I'm gonna stop trading for like a month. I'm just gonna focus on the setups. So I'm gonna focus on, did the setup play out? Yes or no. And I'm just gonna forget about the money. Because sometimes you'll be trading your profit and loss. So you won't actually be trading based on technicals. You'll be looking at your profit and loss and saying, oh, I'm up this amount, I'm down this amount, this means I should get out. No, 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 no. You need to have a plan, a technical plan on the chart that you can visibly see. So then you will actually know why you're entering and exiting a trade. So stop worrying about the fucking money. Stop it for a little bit and just focus on the process. Focus on what gets you the money. Because if you master what makes you money, which is finding A plus setups, the money's going to come. But if you focus entirely on the money and you disregard A plus setups, you're not going to make any money. So focus on the actual output. Focus on the actual input that will get you that output. So focus on, okay, I'm going to find one A plus setup every week or two A plus setups every week. It doesn't matter if I trade them. I can trade them on demo, but I'm going to find these setups, right? So when do these setups occur? For me, it was between 8:30 and 10:30. So it's a really interesting process for your mind to go backwards like this, to say, okay, I'm going to stop worrying about the money for a second, and I'm going to focus entirely on finding these great setups. And once you do that, you will get a lot better because your brain will start searching for A plus setups instead of just entering trades based on the fact that you're emotional. So a little rejection from this level. Opening gap proving to be pretty important. So let's see what happens here. Let's see if we get a candle closure below this. I no longer like this bounce. If we stay above here, we tap this. I do like that bounce. All right, so we hit that level. So let's see what we do now. We're either gonna completely just fall and disregard it because we did sort of test it here, so it's not as strong. If this initial pullback did hit this level, it's a little more strong, but we already came down. So this level could not be as strong, but still can be. We just have to make sure price doesn't close below this. If it stays above this, I like that bounce. Ha 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 ha. See if we get my bounce. See if we get my bounce. There's my bounce. That's all I look for, guys. 5 points. And now you're going to have even more. That's what we do. I laid it out. Bam. Right? You can go back and watch the live. If you're late, you can watch it at the beginning where I talk about the area of liquidity, talk about how I'm just looking for a quick bounce right up to this zone. You just fucking hit this zone within 25 cents, one tick. That's all you need. You need one setup a day. Let's go, brother. My man Bagini for 1,330. My man Ashton for 400. My man Yo Boy Nolo, $293. That's what we fucking do. Another guy, $1,500 in eval. That's what we do. That's what we do, people, every fucking day. That's what we do. That's what we do. I don't fucking miss. I don't miss. That's what we do. YouTube, that's what we do. Right? So, premium members, y'all already know that that's what we do. So, y'all like, yeah, that's what we do. You know what I'm saying? But YouTube, if you don't know, that's what we do. That's what we do. Small win of $100. EJ for $1,200. I'm controlling the market. I promise I'm not controlling the market. I promise you I'm not. I promise you. I have been accused of controlling the market before, though, believe it or not. But that's what we do. $56 on 5 contracts. Still nice money, man. Still nice money. $56. In what? Like, it was like a 5-minute scalp trade. And I'm so glad y'all understood that setup too, because I laid it out beforehand, played out, bam. Right? Bam. So YouTube, peace out.